Hello dear students, today I am explaining the looping statement. Okay, so looping statement is actually basically used to execute more than one times at a same statement. It means by if we want to execute the same line again and again, so for that we are using looping statement. Okay, in your syllabus, according to your syllabus, we read the Q basic. So QBasics actually it's a programming language where we make the little bit program. It is previously used to develop software. Now it is not too much useful, but in your course having the some little bit introductions. So executions of same code multiple times is called looping or iteration statement. Basically, in QBasics provide three types of looping statement. First one is while wind, second do loop, third is for next. Now let's we read what is actually these statements are work. Okay, so first is while wind statement. Sometime a loop has to execute repeatedly while a going conditions is remaining true. So such when our conditions is true, then this statement will be executed again and again. Okay, and it is a ending of the statement, ending of the loop. So our loop is started with the while keyword, and here we are giving the statement conditions. Okay, if the condition is true, then this statement will be executed again and again and again. Then after it will be closed. So how it work? Look at this example. On here I am given one example. First, the first statement is use clear screen. Okay, the basic work of CLS is a clear the previous work. Then second, I initialize one variable x and its value is 1. Okay, then here we are using the loop statement while, and we just check the conditions. If the x value is less than and equal to 10, then print x and x is equal to x plus 3, and it is a ending of the loop. So how it will be work? First x value is, the value of x is 1 first time, so it check the conditions, it is true, so it will be print 1. Then it will be increase the value of x, it mean by x is equal to x plus 3. First time x value is 1, then plus 3, it mean by the value of x is equal to 4. So second time it will be written 4. Okay, same thing in third time. First time value it returned the value 1, then second time 4, and third time again 4 plus 3 equal to 7, so it will be written 7. Then 7 plus 3 equal to 10, so it will be written then 10, and after 10 its value will be increases 3, so it will become 13. So on this time the value of while conditions is false, so it will be executed from the looping statement. Now next statement is a do loop. Do loop is basically divided in QBasics in two groups. First, do while and do until. Both loops are same, their work are same to execute the program, but the major difference is that do while is check the true condition. If the condition is true, then it will be executed, and do until is check the condition. If the condition is false, then a statement will be executed, otherwise it will be leave the loop. So look at how they work. First, do while loop and then do until loop. In do while loop, this loop is executed as long as the specific condition is true. The syntax of do while is do while conditions, then statements and loop. Do until, it executed as long as the specific conditions is on here false. Okay, false. Then do until condition statements then loop. Look at the example in do while loop for and do until loop. In both we are just clear the screen and initialize the variable x is equal to 10. Then after look at here the condition x is greater than and equal to 1. Okay, जब तक ये condition true है then statement will be executed. If the n print x is equal to x minus 1, it mean by first time the value of x is 10. Okay, second time the value of x minus 1, it mean by the value of x is first time 10. Okay, second time 9, 8 and so on 1. Okay, so when it reads 1, its condition is true. Then after its value is 0, then minus 1. So in 0 its value is false. So it will be just leave the loop and exit from that loop. Okay, then do until loop. In do until loop, first clear screen, then initialize the value, then here condition checks if the x is less than 10. Okay, जब तक वैल्यू कब तक चलेगी, जब तक कि वो 10 लेस देन 1 नहीं हो जाता है. ठीक है, then print and x minus 1. So in both conditions we are using the output are same in these two program. First 10, second 9 and so on 1. Then when it's reach 1, in the loop will be executed. Now the for next. Okay, for next is a easy way to giving the looping conditions to any programming languages. Okay, so for statement basically provide a easier way to create a loop. It is used to repeat a block of statements a specific numbers of time. When the numbers of repetition is known, these looping statements is preferred over while wind or do loop. It is a easier way to given any loop into the programming as compared to other looping conditions. Now syntax of the for loop is for, it is a keyword, for is a keyword, then control variable equal to initial value to final value. Okay, here we are giving the variable. Suppose I am taken one for loop. Okay, then we are giving taken one variable x equal to is initialize value to end value, suppose 10 तक के. ठीक है, then statement. In statement we are whatever we want to do. Suppose here I am given print x. Okay, then next मतलब ये ऑटोमेटिकली 1 ऐड करते जाएगा, प्लस करते जाएगा. इन अदर लूप वी आर गिवन द स्टेटमेंट ना x इक्वल टू x प्लस 3 एंड माइनस 1 लाइक दैट. ओके, look it on here. So in for loop it's not needed. Automatically for loop understand, we just increase the value plus 1. Look at the example. For a equal to 3, print learning looping. Then next a. In the meaning of this statement is the value of a is 1 and it will be run till the value of x is 3. Okay, and then it print the learning looping. Then next a. It mean by each and every time it will be increase the value of a plus 1. Okay, so the value, what's the results, what's the output of this? It's print 3 times learning looping. Okay, it's written 3 times learning looping. Then after it will be skip the loop. Okay, exit from loop. If you want to exit from the loop in between the loop, okay, between the condition or between the earlier. Okay, so for that we are using exit statement. Exit statement are basically used from exit a loop before the loop comes to the end its own. Okay, for this we use exit command followed by the for or do. It is the exit statement we are using inside only the for or do loop. Okay, so how we will give that? First, for loop. In a for loop we are giving initialize the any value, then after ending the value up to value. Okay, so here the value of x is 5. Okay, 5, and it will be run up to 10. Okay, then print x. Then if x is equal to 8, then exit for. It mean by it check this loop will run. Okay, and next x and print programs end. The program ends. It mean by first time the value of x is 5, then it will be return the 5. Okay, and it will be check the condition. If value of x is 10, so in this times it's false, so it will be written move to the next statement, next x. It mean by it increase the value of x is plus 1. Okay, so in this time the value of x is 6, and then it will be moved to the for loop, and it's check up to the 8. Okay, then 7, and next time it will be value the 8. So in this time these values are true. Okay, so what they are doing, they just exit from the for loop and immediately move from this statement to the last program's end. It will be not move on this statement. Okay, when the programs reach the value of x is encounter x is equal to 8, its value is true, so it will be read the exit statement, not read this statement, and it will be leave from for loop. Now nesting loop. What is the nesting loop? A loop is used many times in a program. A loop within the another loop is called nested loop. Okay, so basically the rules of giving nesting loop is we can have maximum 9 loop within a loop. Each loop within the outer loop has its own for next statement. Look at on here, there are two nested loops. Okay, first one is I loop. I loop is a outer loop. Okay, it is a outer loop and it is a inner loop. Okay, so inner loop, when we execute this program, first inner loop will be executed. If the condition will false, then it will be go to the outer loop. So how it will be run? First it will be read the i's value 1. Okay, then it move the second j loop, and j values is first time 1, then it will be print I and j value. It mean by first time 1, i's value is 1 and j की value with 1. Then it will be increase the value of j, so it will be 2. On this time again it move to the only second loop. So in this time i's value is 1 and j की value 2 है. ठीक है, then it conditions will be true, so it will be moved to the next I is equal to next I. Okay, so it will be increase the i's value 2. So in this time what's the print? I की value 1, then j की value 1, I की value 1, j की value 2, I की value 2, then j की value 1, 2, 2, then next time I की value 3, j की value 1, I की value 3, j की value 2. Like that it will be executed. Okay, now go sub return statement. Go sub able us to jump to a certain position in a program. Label are used to specify what point in the programs to be continue executed. Basically label statement is create a label between the program and it will be executed according to the instructions. Okay, so go, it is basically used with the go sub. Then we create a label and then it will be directly jump to the label and print this statement and then return. Okay, so it will be skip this. So how it will be work? First it execute this statement. A program used to go sub. Then it will be read the third line. Okay. In third line, what's the instruction? Go to label. So it will be skip this one and this one. Okay. It's directly jump to the next line, label. Then print the label and return and add. Okay, like that it will be executed. Basically, go sub able us to jump to a certain position in a program. Label are used to specify what point in a program to continue executed. The go sub return command is same as go to, except when it encourages to return statement. The program return back to go sub. Okay, when it got the go return command, so it will be again move to the go sub command. In other word, return continue program executions after previous go sub statement. Basically, return is used to continuous and go sub is used to just jump to the certain position of our program. Okay, thank you.